Well, it was 2008 in June, and this ride started from my hometown in southern Illinois. I would be following a dirt route from the Illinois-Wisconsin border to an overlook on the south shore of Lake Superior. The route was conservative. Chad Berger, sitting right here on his DR 650, good friend of mine. Of course, I have to get there, then I have to get home, and that's where the adventure really came out. And this picture here is at the end of the route, overlooking the Lake Superior. You'll see later in this tale that I faced some horrific weather and missed a national weather disaster that was on nationwide TV all day long. I was lucky. More of that later. I made the best of traveling through the flat grass and farmland of central and northern Illinois, on the road less traveled, of course. I did make a day stop at my son's house in Champaign, Illinois. Me and him are very close and rode together a lot when he was younger, but sadly we just never get to see each other anymore, and I really miss that. You can see I was packed heavy. I would be camping and cooking on all I could on this ride. So here's my year 2000 KLR 650, which I bought brand new. And my son, it was so funny. He hated that bike. He wouldn't sit on it and say it was the ugliest bike he ever saw in his whole entire life. It was hilarious. But I'm 73 years old now, and looking back on the 80-some or maybe 90 motorcycles I've owned in my life, it was by far the best motorcycle I ever owned. The very best. The videos you're going about to see are pretty crude. This was way before there was such a thing as a GoPro camera or any other nice adventure cameras that they make nowadays. So bear with this in mind. Good afternoon. It's Friday, June 6th, 2008. And it's Mark Sampson, BigDogAdventures.com website. And I've just been riding for a few days, but I've just gotten to the Illinois-Wisconsin border, and I'm going to ride the TransWisconsinAdventureTrail. And this is where it starts right here. We got some pavement right here, but actually most of the ride is unpaved. But anyway, this is where it starts right here. So we're going to ride north, probably about 550 miles all the way to Lake Superior. So going to see some fantastic scenery, so I hope you enjoy this video. And I think right up the road here we make a left. Got my GPS all programmed with the route right there, so that ought to be a no-brainer, being as I have no brain. Welcome to Illinois. Goodbye, Illinois. Well, the weather is beautiful right now. I have been riding through horrendous weather the last few days. Tornadoes, severe heavy downpours. The worst part is a really high wind. And just in the last couple hours, humidity's dropped, and the skies have kind of cleared quite a bit, and it's pretty nice out. I really like riding in Wisconsin. They got a lot of pretty barns and stuff up here. Anyway, this is the start of it, so we'll see how far I get today. It's kind of late in the day today, and I'm hoping to camp tonight, so we'll see how that goes. Boy, there's been a lot of rain here. Well, actually, the whole Midwest had a huge amount of rain. Look how green everything is. Pull the
farm fields are beautiful. By the way, when I was at the Wisconsin-Illinois border, hey, looky here. Oh my God, I'm getting scared. I was just north of the town of Galena, Illinois, in the northwest corner of Illinois. That's where this starts. So, anyway, I went probably about, I don't know, 8 miles and ran out of pavement. On north we go. I think we're going to get a good view of the Mississippi River here. There's Mississippi over there. It's really high. You can see here just how flooded the Mississippi is. It's a nice winding road here, riding just below a bluff, looks like. Nice in here. Well, I don't see a tar track since it rained probably earlier today. Mississippi River could be a quarter mile to my left. I've ridden in Wisconsin a little bit, but not a whole lot, so I think pretty much 99% of what I'm going to be riding I've never ridden before. Well, this road here was worth the price of admission. This is a hoot. I think I'm approaching, according to my GPS, I'm approaching Good Enough Hollow. Kind of glad there's been so much moisture. It's just, everything's so green and not much dust on the roads. I'm riding by myself, by the way. Looks like we're getting some fresh grading down here. Boy, this is really deep, this gravel area. Deep and loose. Too many people have been down it, so they laid her down. Well, I'm following Chad Berger from Westby, Wisconsin right now. And I'm very grateful to him because he's the one that laid out this route. Chad's riding a DR 650. Me and Chad just had breakfast in Soldier's Grove, I do believe. Oh, get her about to run off the road here. Hee-haw! Oh, I'm telling you, this is kind of spectacular. Chad's known as a rock climb on Adventure Rider, but he's had a lot of experience with this kind of thing, and Chad's ridden some neat places, and he's been down to Baja. Wanting to go to Copper Canyon someday. We're on Wildcat Mountain Road now. Well, old Chad had to leave me. He had to go back to home, and we sat in a little town for I guess an hour and a half under a shelter, and it just rained cats and dogs. I mean cats and dogs. So we sat on there, and I got my jet boil out and fixed me a lunch. We just sat there until it quit raining. And this is actually, I think, a snowmobile trail. And this is nothing but deep sand out here, but it's all wet from the rain. Whoa! I'm still on a snowmobile trail. Well, I went through some really deep stuff. I think if this was mud, I'd be having a hard time, but it's sand. I went through some deep water holes. Boy, these pine trees in here, I guess that's what they are. They're beautiful. Man, I'd like to camp out here. This would be awesome camping. I've never been snowmobiling. But I bet it'd be a lot of fun. Somebody went down right there. Trying to keep the feet dry. Don't laugh, this is the best the old man can do. You're not going to laugh if I fall down, are you? Oh, passed up another chance to fall down. Still on a snowmobile trail. Probably start snowing any minute. Kind of make me nervous. I guess I got it. Well, here's the crossing here I've decided I'm not going to attempt. I'm by myself and I'm not going to wade out in there because it just looks like it's waist deep, and it's actually, you can't even see the bottom out there in the middle. It may be 5 or 6 foot deep. Anyway, old Piano Grande is not going to try this one. Man, that sucker looks deep. This route goes through here, and they've had lots and lots of rain lately. So I bet in a couple days be crossable. But boy, I don't think it would be right now. I can't see where it looks like a 4-wheel drive. I don't know if he all went all the way across or not. I can see his tracks. You know what? I can see his tracks going down to the water, but I don't see him coming out. No, I don't see any tracks whatsoever on the other side. So I'm going to say this is probably uncrossable by about pretty much anything. And I think I'm about 20 miles northeast of the town of Thorpe, and I'm on the Perkinsville ATV trail right now. And it rained hard all yesterday afternoon and all last night. And quite a bit this morning. If I run into any creeks on this trail, they'll probably be impassable. Because not only did it rain all night last night, this morning and everything, but it had been raining days before that, and the whole Midwest is still in a severe flood conditions in a lot of places. I even heard at breakfast this morning that some interstates south of here were shut down. Wasn't that quite bad here, but lots of water. Lot of birds around here. You see any of them on the camera? they're not birds, they're mosquitoes. And if you stop, you have about, I don't know, 30 seconds to live, something like that. They don't see any big mosquitoes at all when you stop, and very quickly I guess they all get on their cell phones. They're all GPS equipped, so it ain't no time they hone right in on you. Come out on a main road here, and there's been so much rain that even this road is a little mushy. Kind of being careful I don't hit a slick spot and do a sideways high side. And obviously logging is a big thing up here. Well, I've been lucky so far not to ride any rain this morning. Well, I'm just totally unfamiliar with what goes on up here and terrain and stuff, but I guess they're storing these logs here for some. Going to pick them up some other day. They're just storing them here. Kind of looks like they've been here for a while. I noticed the grass is just not very tall like right here. That's probably because this area has not been out of winter all that long. So anyway, my route goes this way. I just came back to show you these logs. I found out I've never been accused of being too smart, but I found out something real helpful if you come riding up in here. I figured out real quick. You gotta stop and pee. While you're it's best to pee while you're walking briskly backwards. You accomplish two things at once while doing that. For one, you won't pee all over yourself, and mainly the mosquitoes won't bite your doo-wacky off. Just thought I'd pass that along. Kind of looks like the weather's breaking up farther north I go. Kind of hoping some cooler, crisper, clear air is going to be moving in up when I get up by Lake Superior. I think it is. Kind of really weird terrain around here. There seems to be like no creeks, and when there's a lot of rain, it seems like all the land just standing in the water, and surprisingly not over the road a whole lot more than it is. And when you do find a creek, I guess it's so flat it's not running, even though it's full. and there's been a lot of rain, you don't see it running. I kind of just notice stuff like that traveling around. You know, you see different things, and it's just real different here. Another thing about the water in all the creeks, or what's laying out in the forest and stuff, it's kind of a root beer colored, or appears to be. I don't know if that's the ground underneath it's making it that way, but it all looks that way. It's kind of weird. That's the first dust I've seen in 1,500 miles. I can't believe they're kicking up dust. You know, of all the ATV trails and the snowmobile trails and stuff that's out here, I haven't hardly been running into any ATVers. I think it's just because the weather has been so wet. You know, so many storms, tornadoes, and wind, and water's way up. And I did run into one fella that run an ATV underwater and went over his handlebars, and he had to turn it upside down and drain it out. Wonder didn't ruin it. Just not many people out, period, though. I guess, like I say, the weather's been so bad, I think, and it don't look that good today, so people's just not out. And I've rode down roads like this for like 50 miles and never seen a car or a person one out here. I guess everybody's sitting home watching TV, I guess. Except I don't see any houses or anything where you can sit home and watch TV. I mean, it's pretty remote territory. No power lines, no nothing. Well, I just rode out of Drummond, Wisconsin. Kind of heading northwest there. There's a dirt road. Been fun through here. GPS says I got 71 miles till I hit Lake Superior. So I guess if luck is with me, I'll get there today. I don't know, maybe not. Depends on, you know, how hard the riding gets, or, you know, if I'm having trouble or anything. It's about 10 to 4, I think, 4 p.m. In the rain just a little bit today, but nah, it didn't last long. Probably only about 20 minutes. Wasn't bad at all. Get a little sandy right here. all, it's been a good day. I'm kind of hoping that when I get to the lake, I can camp there. But the mosquitoes are absolutely horrendous. So, if there's a little bit of wind, mosquitoes won't hang around. Wildlife Habitat Management Area, Pigeon Lake. 1992, several 10-acre patches of aspen in this area were cut. The resulting dense young aspen habitats will benefit numerous species of forest wildlife. It's like an ATV trail right in front of me. I think my route goes this way. Yes, it does. That's what Mr. GPS said anyway. Well, I guess if you looked up green in the dictionary, this is what you'd see. See this picture right in front of me. Yeah, once again, I'm riding in an area that's, you know, the train and the trees and the earth, sand, and rocks and everything is all different than any place I've ever been. So that's what's been kind of real neat about this. There was gas and food back there in Drummond, by the way, if you happen to ride this ride. Looked like there might have been a little motel there, but I don't know if it's closed or not. Come across a lot of, which I never had camera on just at the time, but a lot of trees. I've been across a lot of these roads. Only one of them was blocked totally. And that tree broke off like 40 feet up. Ooh, that was deep sand there. Yeah, it broke like 40 feet up and just fell across the road. Yep. Duck, quack. I must say, this is kind of spectacular. Like a tunnel through here. Man, this is cool. It's beautiful. Another tree here. I better slow it down in case that tree decides it wants to break my femur. As I appear to be the only person out here today, and maybe tomorrow or the next day, who knows. Man, if you wanted to, you could really rip down through here. I've been really nervous about the animals out here. There's bears, there's elk, and more deer than anything. They've all running, well, no, I didn't see a bear, but it's bear signs is all. Got lots of deer running in front of me. Okay, this gets my vote for the favorite road I've been on. What I like about this, well, there's no deep sand, or, well, I've not hit any, there's no mud up here. I haven't found any. Gravel roads are, you know, deep gravel. Ain't much, that really ain't much fun. This is a whole lot much funner. This is like dirt, a little sand. So you got really good traction. You're not skating around. The bike's not just wallering around underneath you. Well, this little dirt road here can take me all the way to Lake Superior if it'd like. Just suit me just fine. I've been keeping my gas tank full, just in case. Got a 7-gallon tank. I'm still carrying probably 6.5 gallons right now. I've been getting about 57, 8 miles a gallon on this trip. Amazing what a clean air filter would do. When I went on that Shadow of the Rockies ride, my air filter was so dirty I was getting 33 miles a gallon. My buddy was only getting like 25. Coming up on a historic spot, a place called the Delta Diner. And this place is really cool. I think it's like rebuilt in 1940. And it's a 1940 building. And I think it's just open like Wednesday through Saturday or something weird like that. So anyway, I'm not going to get to eat here. I was so hoping I could. Delta Diner. Man, I like to eat here. I ain't even hungry and I want to eat. You'll never take me alive, copper. He tried to radar me. But I hadn't enough horsepower to go fast enough to get a ticket. So, on we go. Well, if I've seen one, I've seen a bazillion of these. I keep seeing signs, but I don't see any snowmobiles. Been a lot of sand through here. Some of it a little deep. I wouldn't want to have been on my 1150 BMW. I really wouldn't want to be on my 950 either, to be honest with you. Most of it's just been kind of dirt through here. I had some saying it was pretty deep. I just kind of kept it wide-eyed in third gear. It's either that or slow down the dog paddle. What the heck is this black hard stuff? Oh, get back on the road, big dog. Nobody that way. Nobody that way. There's another sign said the ATV and snowmobile route. I think all the snowmobilers are home watching NASCAR or something. I don't know. Well, I finally caught one on camera. I was afraid I'd be watching him and his buddy come up and smack me. I had a deer knock me clean off my bike one time. Man, I hit the ground hard. I was on an XR 200 back when it was brand new, so that was a long time ago. No caboose out there. Well, I'm just about 2.5 miles from Lake Superior at the end of this ride. Well, won't be the end of my ride, but into this TransWisconsinAdventureTrail. And I made camp down here at the end of this. Sure been a great ride. Had some funky weather I had to endure, but it's been a great ride. I just had something happen to me about 30-40 minutes ago that was the most extreme temperature change I'd ever experienced in my life, and it happened instantly. I kind of come up over a ridge, and I just barely caught a glimpse of Lake Superior. And it kind of caught me because I hadn't been paying attention. I thought I was like 30 miles from it. And at that very second, the temperature instantly, and I mean instantly, dropped at least 20 degrees. Might have been 25. The wind was coming south off that lake, I guess. I mean, it was just phenomenal. It's unbelievable. I just never had, never had experience anything like that. It was really kind of neat. So then I got up the lake and took a couple of still pictures up there by the lake, and then I started riding along the lake, and then temperature went up 20 degrees instantly. So anyway, I'm getting real close to the lake right now. Point D3 campground, so maybe that's where I'll be camping tonight. Dead end. I bet I can get through. What do you want to bet? It's like a little pond to me. I think I seen a picture of rock climbs. Motorcycle parked right here. Straight out in the water out there is a piece of land out there. That is York Island. Just right straight out there. So anyway, this is the end. Oh, we'll have some more video here or something, surely. See what kind of trouble I can get into. Anyway, let me check the stats out here. Okay, since I crossed into Wisconsin, I've ridden 559 miles. And moving time says 15 hours. On this GPS here. Moving average 37 mile an hour, total average 23 mile an hour, maximum speed 63. Oh, this thing won't go that fast. That's what the machine says, and it never lies. Well, this is just a little turnaround here. And go up there and turn right and goes into the campground, so I'll go check it out. I'm probably going to be camping here. Point Detour Campground, rustic camping only, $20 per night. Can you believe how freaking high it's getting to be to camp? I can't. Yeah, for $20 you get some weeds. I'd say no shower. There's a bathroom right there. I seen a can of bug spray sitting out on the picnic table at camper. Wonder why of that. Wonder if that's the shower. I'm gonna go check it out. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. You rub a couple sticks together long enough. Together. My God, you'll have fire. I call a big dog fire. I've been watching that Survivor man on TV, picking up a few tips here and there. Ah, that ought to keep them mosquitoes away. Some kind of wood here. I don't know. It may be that kind of puts fires out instead of makes them burn. I don't know. There's some wood that'll do that. Made a pretty good cut on that piece of wood with a Leatherman tool, didn't I? Yeah. Camp Big Dog. Oh, you weren't supposed to see this. Whoops.
Yeah, need a little bit of that. Hell, I haven't set up my tent yet, but there's a Lake Superior right out there. There's some kind of island or something up. Like about 10 miles across the water there. There's the old KLR that got me all this way here. Well, about 1,000 miles since I left home. Took me quite a few days. I think the old KLR's getting a little long in the tooth. Starting to use a little oil sometimes. It's got 41,000 on it. Starting to use a little bit of oil. But I tell you what, I'm real attached to it. I think I'll just continue to put some oil in it for a while until it just gets really bad. And then I don't know whether I rebuild it or just get me another one. Might be prudent to get another one because that one's been put over some hard terrain and, you know, things like wiring problems and stuff. You know, on a bike like that, troubles like, you know, wiring will start showing up. So don't know what I'll do. And there's a little trail from my campsite. I did bring my tent, didn't I? Yeah, I believe I did. Somebody's left me a chair out here to sit on and watch the ocean tonight. Gosh, that almost looks like a Baja sunset right there. A bunch of old boats at a harbor. New boats and old boats. No, the old, really old ones that were look like they've been sitting there for 40 years was really cool. There's a neat rock down there. I'd like to climb down and get on it. Sit out there and think about things. But I got a feeling the old man could probably bust his tail going down this. There ain't nobody here to pull me back up. Man, I think I better put my tent up before it gets in later. I guess the sun's way back over there somewhere. Not sure what time it is. Probably about 6:30 p.m., something like that. Let's see if we can't fire up some dinner here. Well, let's see what we got for dinner here. Got oatmeal. We'll have that for breakfast. We'll have some ramen noodle soup, creamy chicken flavor. Yeah, that don't look too bad. And got some fig Newtons here. Got some trail mix. I better not leave my buddy out of this. Hey, little dog, don't get too close to the fire, you'll melt. You gotta watch him, man. He'll eat whatever I fix him. If you want any beer, it's too bad we ain't got none. Been having a lot of fun with my old jet ball. Man, that thing works like top. I think I'll boil water in, I don't know, about 40 seconds. Pretty cool. Anyway, dinner's cooking. Got the fire going. I think I'm going to eat first, then put my tent up. Well, I'm all cozied up here in my tent. Got my Jimmy John's hat. Sun works for Jimmy John's. Oh, my son gave me the apple when I visited him on the way up here. I think I'll just eat that right now. Anyway, I was trying to eat my dinner after I cooked it on my jet boil, and it started raining. Man, I had to throw up my tent real quick, then it quit, and then I went back to eating, and it started again. Anyway, so as soon as I got in my tent, it quit. So I may go back out here in a little bit. Well, poor old little dog. He's out there all by himself. He ain't gonna let the skeeters get him, by God. He's gonna stay by the smoke and fire. Well, the sun's going down on Lake Superior. Well, I've traveled south through Wisconsin, and I'm at Lake Delton, and the rain here in southern Wisconsin has been unbelievable. And this lake, the dam didn't break, but water was going over the dam and washed the dirt out on the side of it, and the dirt washed out and drained this lake just almost instantaneously. You see that guy walking out there? I don't know if you can see it or not, but on this side of him is some big fish. Look like at least 2 foot long, and they're all still alive out there just flopping around. It's kind of sad. So I'm sure they're going to die. There's a police boat out there just docked. He's just stuck in the mud out there, and this whole community is there's a big house there that anyway, nobody's got any water. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be at least a year or something before they get this all fixed, get people back where they can use their boats. This is really phenomenal. And I think straight ahead of me somewhere over there where the dirt actually washed out, at least one house, big fine home, just washed off and went into the Wisconsin River and went down the river. I seen a video of that on TV. And how long ago did this happen?
Just yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning, no kidding.
About this time it was started.
Wow. It's really phenomenal. This is in the Wisconsin Dells area here, and this lake is real close to the Wisconsin River, so when it washed out, it flowed into the Wisconsin River. This nice gentleman here has told me all about it. It's really interesting. Kind of ironic, all these houses here are along this lake that ain't got any water in it. Look at all the for sale signs. My God, every one of them's for sale. This just happened, like 36 hours ago. Price reduced. Yeah, I think I have to reduce it some more now. I guess it's not funny. We'll see what else we can see here. I'm riding right along the lake, but got houses right up next to it, so I'm not getting any good views of it right now. Nice place here to probably go up for sale too, by God. Oh man, got some fine looking places. For sale. I'm sure them signs was there before the lake busted. Well, I'm sure they'll fix it. But for a while, it's going to be a mess. Wish I could get a good view of it.
Well, I guess this van that's in here is trapped. Or he thinks he is anyway. By the way, I went past the road close sign quite a ways back. Just imagine if the law catches me in here. You give me one of them citations. Well, you can't even see around the corner on this deal here, so who knows how deep that is. You can't even see around the corner. Wow. I bet you 10 I can make it through, but I'm a little worried about the law catching me in here. Yeehaw! What lake this is? Let's see. It might be called yes, Devil's Lake. I'm still in Wisconsin, kind of south of the Dells area. I normally avoid well, I always avoid the touristy areas like the Dells. Look at the water running across the road, even coming up out of here. I normally avoid the touristy areas like that, but I had to go and see that lake that drained itself. That was quite an impressive sight. See that tree there? It's all blowed over. All the roads I've been going down, there's just trees down everywhere. Of course, that storm happened a couple days ago, and they got most of them off the road, but side of the road, they're all the trees are down. That says that's a dead end, doesn't it? Trail closed, blah blah blah, know this, know that, keep out, sticker required, no snowmobiles, closed area, no hunting, no trapping, no pissing in the weeds. Know this, know that. No going down that road, which I just came from. No going down that road, which I just came from. Stop, go. Kind of depressing, isn't it? If I hadn't told on this video, Wisconsin has a lot of these what they call rustic roads, and here's one of them right here. Last time I ridden some of Wisconsin rustic roads was probably back in the late 80s, and I rode a few of them, and they seem to be all unpaved, the ones that I rode back then. But seems like we're bent on paving the whole planet. When I take over the world, I'm going to put a stop to that, I'll tell you that right now. We've stopped a lot of stuff. Anyway, this is what Wisconsin wants to call one of their rustic roads. I think when I rode them back in the late 80s, I think I was riding a BMW K75S. Like I say, all of them were gravel. So I guess I had a little adventure blood in me way back then. Didn't even know it. Love the old Wisconsin barns and silos. Well, on all my travels, on the road less traveled, you come across some really unusual stuff. And what we have here, some guy has made this, I don't know, tower of wheels he has welded together. And I'm guessing it's 10, I don't know if it's 50 feet high or not. But anybody that knows me knows that over the years, if I read about anything or on the internet or whatever, something unique, I'll find out where it's at and I'll mark it with a GPS waypoint. And I've had places that I marked 12 years ago. And, you know, in my travels, if I see I got close to it, I went over and seen what the heck it is, and this is a perfect example of me doing that. And I've done several other things on this trip. The same things happened. He's got a cactus up there made out of what looks like 6-inch steel weld pipe. I guess them's old farm wagon wheels. Man, there's a bunch of them. My God. There's another cactus there made out of 3-inch weld pipe. I know these things about pipe because that is my trade as a pipe fitter. He's got a neat John Deere tractor out there for a mailbox. Couple more wheels there. Anyway, I'm still on the north shore of Lake Superior, and there's a...
Jojo, where is Daddy? Where's Big Dog? Huh? Is he ever gonna come home? Oh, I think I hear him coming. Well, he's forgot where we live, Joe. He's been gone so long. Well, Joe, yeah, I think he's forgot where we live. Oh, that turkey. Here he comes back. I think he remembered now. There he comes.
Hey, Jojo! What you saying, Jojo? I dare sorry I'm late.
About what? A week?
Has gas pipe cold?
Oh, yeah. Hi, hon. Glad to see you.
Are you glad to see me?
Yep.
Oh, I missed you too.
Did you get arrested?
I almost did.
Oh, I know. Did you have fun?
Almost did several times.
I thought so.
I can't stay very long. I'm going to put on a new tire and some changing sprockets, and hope you don't got any chores for me to do.
I have some honeydews before you go again, my dear.
Crap. I knew I should have stayed gone a little longer.
Well, welcome home.
Well, after 2,000 miles of Wisconsin and Minnesota, and riding through all the storms and stuff I had, and through a national disaster, I do want to thank my sponsors. Depends Undergarments. Monkey Butt Powder has dropped me, but I picked up a new sponsor on this trip. It's called No Man's Land Beef Jerky. It's only found on the road less traveled, and my wife said it tastes like dried up cow dung, but my dog likes it. Don't you, Jojo?
Today is June 24th, 2024, and I'm 73 years old, and I'm just getting this video together, all the files together to put on YouTube. So nobody has ever seen this video until I get it uploaded. Hey, looky here, you get a fire truck and an ambulance in a small town, and you've got a parade. Oh, it cracks me up. It looked like a dangerous thing. I don't know about that. I had to put that waypoint for that place on my GPS 40 years ago, and there got to go there. There is a artesian well. I filled up my Camelback. Windmill, of course. There's a boat. Oh, this cracks me up. This police boat stuck in the mud. There in KLR, the car and the barn, all about the same vintage. And there's a different type of windmill. And this is back in 2008. I don't even remember them having it. Oh, and I got to stop by Moonshine on my way home, and that lovely gal there is the owner. I'm going to go back there soon and see if she's still alive. She's probably wondering if I'm still alive. So, see that washed out road there? It's gone. G-O-N-E, gone. If I hadn't been asleep, I'd be dead right now. Look at all the crap I washed over the road coming home. Look at that. And I like to never got home from Moonshine. Man, water was everywhere. Look at that. I might have rode through some of it. I don't remember. And here's an old highway that I found on my way home. And I think I tried to sneak around that. Probably did. Wonder I didn't get arrested. I had so much fun on that ride. Oh my God, it was good. What good times I've had in my lifetime. So, what am I doing nowadays? You think after all that water I went through, I'd have quit doing that crazy crap. Well, no, this is what I'm doing nowadays. So if I've downgraded or upgraded, whatever you want to look at, I ride a Honda CT125, 8.7 horsepower. That machine takes me anywhere. And here's my new song. Ran left a dog, her daddy shot a bear, shot him in the dome. I don't care, didn't catch that. Ran up a dog, dirt daddy shot a bear, shot him in a gun hole, I don't care. That's all for now, folks.